Namaste. This is Peter S. Lopez, Acapita de Aztlan, sharing a few thoughts with you, wherever you are, whether you're on Mother Earth, or one of the Palladians, or even if you're in hell. I look at the world now, overall, as a collapsing civilization. Collapsing. And if this is civilization, it leaves a lot to be desired. If you're aware and have been paying attention, and recognize the truth, you'll see that we are living under a global corporate fascism. We may not have that much time left to reverse the trend of events that are going on now. With ecology, our polar ice caps melting, global climate change, and all the many severe problems that beset humanity. If this is civilization, then it's a crummy, sorry excuse for one. But we have 25,000 people dying of hunger-related causes every day. Here in the USA, we have homeless families wandering the streets. We have a war criminal for president. The U.S. rogue regime, it's a rogue regime, it's not a government. What is a government? I see a lot of misgovernment. I see a lot of dysfunction. I see a lot of graft and corruption. I'm in connected reality. If you think this is a democracy, I won't say you're ill. I'm just saying that you may have you're living in a delusion. The masses, the majority of the people do not control this government. Right? It's more of a regime. It's the U.S. regime is locked into perpetual warfare. We have 100 military bases around the world. Look at how much of the budget goes to the NDAA. Excuse me. So we need to really see that we're in deep trouble. Some say we're going down the tubes. Some say we're headed to hell in a handbasket. I say you better keep a sense of humor, because the shit's going to get thicker. I think we should really be thinking in terms of survival. The survival of the fittest, and that means in terms of being spiritually fit. Being able to have a place inside your soul where there's a spot of serenity. Knowing that you've done what you could, you're doing what you can, you're helping others, and yet you're keenly aware that circumstances change in time and space. In terms of the sorry excuse for a movement in the USA, I would say don't count on the movement. You better count on your sanity, your sobriety, your survival skills. Count on yourself. Count on having two good hands. Using your head. Filling with your heart. Many people are just lost in sex, music, and drugs. I went to that stage back in the late 60s, early 70s. And I guess I have it out of my system. A lot of the sex, music, and drugs is those are manifestations of escapism. That when things get so overwhelming, we just seek to escape from it. So I understand it. We condemn no one. We need to work on our personal spiritual liberation, including our character defects and shortcomings. Help others as we can, and look at life as a matrix. Not the movies, so don't get stupid. But a matrix like a multiplication table. Where you have a dialectic going on. Be aware of the here and the now of your situation. Understand that many people, in terms of their consciousness, they're either remembering the past with its memories, the memories of joy and party and sex and screwing your brains off and sadness, tragedy, trauma, like a past life that's in the past. People trip on the past, so they have, they could have regret about it. They could have wonderful memories, but that's still not here now. Here now. Then people trip on the future. Wonder, worry. What's going to happen tomorrow? Who am I going to be tomorrow? Where will I be at? Especially if you're a homeless refugee in the streets of the United States of America. So people are distracted. I'm not saying everybody. Nothing is absolute and everything is relative. But people, they trip out on the past that does not exist, and they trip out on the future that does not exist. When our primary focus should be here and now. This. Wherever your here and now is. Meditate on this. Earlier I was outside by the K bar about half a block away, and a lot of young people having a lot of fun, and I think that's good. It's good to get away from it all. And at the same time, I wonder whatever happened to the other people of my generation. People who were involved in the movement back then. Most are gone. Or they got absorbed into the whole sick system. If we can survive the threat of extinction, we need to create a new world. A truly humane society. Where there's peace on earth. Now, whatever kind of ideology you want to apply to that process, it needs to be a situation where the people are in power and control the land and all the institutions they're on. Where goodness has conquered evil. Sometimes I think we're just not going to make it. We look at psychops, fascist psychops, psychological operations. One big one was the hippie movement. We're talking about late 60s, 70s. Or the whole 60s, and Timothy Leary. What were his connections? That whole hippie craze distracted a whole generation of people. The Vietnam War helped to shake people up enough where we focused on ending that war. And ultimately it was the Vietnamese people who won that war. You know, we anti-war protesters helped here in the USA, but it was the Vietnamese people who won that war. The USA lost the Vietnam War. Get over it. So we didn't need to get revenge of the people of Iraq. You know, like the American Eagle, EGO, Amerikan as in KKK. The American Eagle, you know, hated the idea of losing the Vietnam War. You had to win somewhere. You know, so along eventually came 9/11, which I suspect was an evil plot, an evil conspiracy, manufactured by elements within the United States government. We're not even talking about Kennedy. That's another story. But there's too many contradictions behind 9/11. You know, there was never really a true investigation of 9/11. If there was, and all the truth were to come out, and the American people got over any kind of denial, it could help to heal this country with post-traumatic stress disorder, of its cowboy complex. A lot of stuff going on. And we got a question. Is civilization collapsing? Take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. Settle your differences. Be a movement of one. Then unite with other people to create a mass movement to topple the evil empire. While there's still time. And there's still time after midnight. Nada más hora. Namaste.